As the soft breeze, faint city noises in the background, gentle drumbeat. Abuja, the capital city of Nigeria, where tradition meets modernity. Home to towering buildings, fast cars, and ambitious dreams. But beyond the busy streets and crowded markets, beneath the sleek hotels and urban sprawl, there is a hidden world. This is the story of two city girls, Amina and Zara, whose lives were about to change forever. One beautiful morning, Amina and Zara are seated in a cafe with laptops, discussing their futures. Amina and Zara were childhood friends, born and raised in the heart of Abuja. Amina, ambitious and pragmatic, had just landed her first job in a prestigious law firm. She wore ambition like a crown and knew exactly how to play the game. Zara, on the other hand, was a free spirit, an artist at heart. She spent her days capturing the beauty of Abuja through her lens, hoping to one day open a gallery in the city. They were inseparable. But while Amina worked tirelessly toward a future paved with success, Zara often felt confined by the concrete jungle. She longed for something more, something beyond the daily hustle. One afternoon, while visiting the bustling Wuze market, they were drawn to a strange, forgotten shrine by the riverbank. It was a place where few ventured, hidden in plain sight by the towering skyscrapers. An old man draped in faded robes appeared from the shadows. He looked at Amina and Zara with piercing eyes. Old man said, "The city is not what it seems. You seek more, but the answers lie in the rivers." Amina, always the skeptic, laughed it off, but Zara, drawn to the man's mysterious aura, couldn't shake the feeling that something significant was about to happen. The old man handed them a small, ancient-looking charm. Old man in a low voice whispers, "When the rivers call, you will know. The city hides its truth beneath the surface. Listen closely." Later that evening, after the old man had disappeared, Amina and Zara examined the charm. It was a small carved figure of a woman, holding two flowing rivers in her hands. As the night deepened, the charm began to glow faintly. Zara heard a soft voice calling her name, faint at first, then it became clearer. It was coming from the direction of the river. Zara whispering nervously, "Do you hear that?" Amina disbelieving. "It's just your imagination, we're tired, that's all." But Zara couldn't ignore it. She grabbed the charm, and against Amina's protests, they made their way back to the river. The sound of water rushing grows louder as they approach the river. The city feels eerily silent. When they reach the river, the world seemed to shift around them. The sound of rushing water drowned out the noise of the city. The city lights flickered as if the energy itself had changed. Suddenly, the river seemed to pull them in. The water shimmered and split in two, revealing a hidden path leading deep into the earth. Without fully understanding why, they stepped onto the path. As they walked, the world around them began to change. The city faded away, replaced by ancient landscapes, lush forests, mystical creatures, and the echoes of ancestral songs. They had crossed into a forgotten world. A world where the rivers were the keepers of history, knowledge, and power. They arrived at a magnificent waterfall, where the river split into two currents. From the water rose a spirit, a woman who seemed to be made of both light and shadow. Spirit in a serene, commanding voice. "You stand at the crossroads of two rivers, one of destiny and one of fate. Both paths will lead you to power, but only one will allow you to return." Amina, ever the practical one, asked, "What is the price of this power? What must we sacrifice?" The spirit smiled. Spirit said, "The price is not in blood, but in belief. One must choose, follow the path of the river that flows with ambition, or the river that carries the soul of art and freedom. But know this, if you choose one, the other will forever remain closed." Zara looked at Amina, her heart torn. She felt the call of the river of freedom, but could Amina, with her dreams of success, leave behind everything for a life of uncertainty? They stood at the edge of the two rivers, and for a long moment they hesitated. In the end, it was Zara who stepped forward first. She walked into the river of freedom, feeling the waters of creativity and the weight of her own dreams rushing through her. She knew that she could never be confined again. Amina followed, her hand brushing the water of destiny. For the first time, she realized that her ambition did not have to be tied to a desk or a title. She too could embrace the power of the river of possibilities and new beginnings. The spirit nodded, and the rivers began to glow. The spirit said, "Your paths are now intertwined. Together you will bridge the worlds of ambition and freedom. But remember, the rivers will always call you back when you forget." And so, Amina and Zara became more than friends. They became the twin rivers of Abuja. Amina, with her law firm, shaping the city's future. Zara, with her art, reminding the world of its soul. And the rivers of Abuja, hidden beneath the city's shining streets, whispered of the girls who changed the city forever. Coming next, The Whispering Stone of Zaria.